Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be making another classic cocktail with bourbon this time, known as the Brown Derby. We're going to talk about the cocktail family structure of the Brown Derby, we're going to make the drink, and stay tuned to the very end because we'll give you our insights and our thoughts to see if this is something that you should make at home. Hi everybody, I'm Chris from A Bar Above. I'm a 15-year veteran of the bar and somebody that loves making fun and creative cocktails. Now, the Brown Derby is a classic bourbon-style cocktail, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't had a ton of experience with it. I probably have made it a handful of times, I've probably consumed it a handful of times, but it's probably been many years since I have. So I'm excited to make this cocktail and refresh my memory as well around this particular drink. Now, when we look at the recipe, we are using bourbon, grapefruit juice, and honey syrup. So those ingredients in those proportions are definitely squarely in the sour family. Now, what makes this cocktail unique versus other classic cocktails is we're using other ingredients than what was pretty common back in the day. So grapefruit juice is going to be our acid and honey syrup is going to be our sweetener. So what this is going to do is it's going to add a lot more complexity to this particular drink and a lot more aromatics. It's also going to shift it slightly over to the sweeter side because the grapefruit juice doesn't have that punch that lemon and lime does. So I am really excited to make this cocktail with you and refresh my memory. So let's go ahead and make the Brown Derby cocktail. To make the Brown Derby, we're going to go ahead and start by building the cocktail in our cheater tin here. Now, the bourbon that we have chosen is a high proof bourbon, so it's going to have a lot more character because all of our ingredients have a lot of flavor. We need this to really show up in the cocktail. So, in goes the bourbon. Next, we're going to use our grapefruit juice, and this is going to provide a lot of richness, some sweetness, and the acid for our cocktail. And finally, our sweetening agent, or honey syrup here. And this is going to give us that sweetness and the aromatic qualities that honey brings to drinks. And now all we're going to do is go ahead and shake this and fine strain it into our coupe. Here we go. And to garnish, we're just going to do a simple grapefruit twist right across the top. And there we have it, the Brown Derby. And now let's go ahead and try the Brown Derby. Cheers. That is really good. That is really delicious. The flavor profile in this is very targeted. So you have kind of the same texture of the drink, if that makes sense, all the way through. So it really harmonizes well. The bourbon really plays up well with the honey. And the grapefruit juice isn't too sharp. So you're not getting that intensity that you typically get with lemon or lime. Very well balanced. Definitely a little on the sweeter side, but the bitterness from the grapefruit really comes into play to balance out some of the sweetness towards the end of this particular cocktail. And the aroma that comes out of both the grapefruit, the bourbon, and the honey are really, it's a fun cocktail experience for sure. So I highly recommend trying this. Now, would I change anything? Probably not. This is a really cohesive cocktail. I think the one area where I would probably experiment with a little bit, you could do a base spirit substitution, maybe mezcal, maybe gin. You could have some fun there. But grapefruit, from my experience, has a ton of different variety. You have different acids, you have different aromas, you have different profiles across the entire board. We happen to be using ruby red in this one, which tends to be a little bit sweeter, but it's really good in this cocktail. So you can definitely try that as well. So there we have it. We have made the Brown Derby cocktail. We've talked about the cocktail family structure of this particular drink, and this is a drink I highly recommend that everybody tries at home and experiments with. It is truly delicious. Now, if you have a favorite style of sour cocktail, definitely put it in the comments below and we'll try to make that video for everybody in the future. So hit the like, subscribe, and the bell icon, and you will get notified whenever we release cocktail videos similar to this. Until then, I highly encourage you to grab some of these ingredients and make this particular drink at home. It is definitely worth your time. Cheers.